Hello there and welcome to this evening's video. I say evening, but the time is currently 20 to 4 a.m. and I bet you can't guess where I am from this background here, or maybe you can. Bit of a view. You can't really see much behind us because of the exposure and the light, but I'm going to have to use the well, here's the seats. You can see the seats behind us here. I'm actually back at Hebburn Sports Ground where Hebburn Football Club resides, and it's a Friday night. Like I say, it's just after 20 to 4 a.m. Now what I'm going to do tonight is, first of all, I must point out it's absolutely like Siberia here tonight. It's absolutely bloody freezing, so apologies for the snotty nose. I was lucky I got here at all, because as soon as I got out the front door into the street with my bike, well, first of all, my back tyre was flat when I went to get my bike. I think I've got some sort of a slow puncture or something. Sometimes it stays up for days, and then other days it's flat within a day or two. I don't know what's going on with it, but anyway, I've pumped it back up again. So I might have to pump it up again before I leave. I'll be like Danzel again, pumping it up. Anyway, what I'm going to do tonight is, I've got some apps. So I won't be using night vision tonight, because I can't, because I'm using the phone, you see. So I've got some apps to test. So we'll be doing that in a minute. The first app that I'm going to test is called Ghost Tube. And I've only done some brief tests in the house, just checking it out and stuff. So I don't know what everything means on it. It does this like alarm sound sometimes, and it goes red and flashes. I think that means there's a high EMF reading picked up. I think that's what it means. I think. And it's a bit like the Spirit Talker app, which you have to pay for. The Ghost Tube one's free, but you pay for certain aspects of it, I think. I haven't tested it fully, so I don't know fully what you have to pay for. I think you have to pay for higher resolutions, like dead high resolutions and stuff like that. It still works in HD though, so that's okay. It should be good enough for me. At the minute, I'm not using the app thing to record this, but I will be in a minute. So it basically does like the Spirit Talker, where it's got like a database, and the spirits are supposed to pick words from the database inside the app that they want to say to you, allegedly, and it speaks the words out on the screen with a voice saying the words every so often, just like the Spirit Talker app. The Spirit Talker app costs about £5 at the minute on the Play Store. It was designed by Tom from Haunted Finders and somebody else, I think, as far as I'm aware. It's in conjunction with somebody else. It's got the Haunted Finders logo in one corner on the main screen of the app. I think that's the only screen of the app, I think. I'm not sure though. I haven't got that one yet. I might test that one at some point. But tonight it's going to be Ghost Tube, and I've got another app which has a spirit box, and we're going to see if that works, because some of these apps apparently are not 100% trustworthy. So we'll test them out and see if we can pick anything up. I'm not a big fan of using the white light all the time, because you can't see anything in front of you. So if somebody could be creeping up on us here, like a living person, I wouldn't even know unless I heard them, because I can't see in front of us. I'm blinded by the light. Everything looks black. Your eyes don't adjust to the darkness when you've got a light in your face, a bright light. That's why I like the night vision. And you can see further with the night vision as well. And it doesn't make you stand out like a sore thumb when you're out in the middle of nowhere in desolate places like this. So let's get started with this investigation stroke test of these paranormal ghost hunting apps then. So first we're going to start with Ghost Tube. This is the regular Ghost Tube, and after I've tested that one for a bit, I think we'll move on to the SLS camera, which is also on Ghost Tube, and then there's something called Vox or something, I forget. Yeah, Vox, maybe something Vox, I forget offhand. And then we'll move on to the Spirit Box after that, I think. We'll see how it goes anyway. So let's get started. Okay then, So here we are. We are now we are now shooting using Ghost Tube on the proper version, the original version of Ghost Tube. So, like I say, the white light tends not to go as far as the night vision. So, apologies for that. But it's the best we've got in the minute. But this is basically just to test if these things can produce anything significant or legit, and see if they can actually tell whether there is anyone here, any spirits, any ghosts, any people, anyone. So let's get started then. This red thing's already flashing red, as you can see in the bottom left hand corner. It's just been bleeping. Hang on a minute, there's a countdown going on here. What's going on? Okay, well, what I've just discovered is if you're not connected to the internet, or maybe it's because you're not paying a premium subscription, it keeps shutting off after a minute or less. Oh well, we'll still try and test it for as long as we can. So let's get going and see what happens. Hello, is anyone here? Hello? Is there anybody here tonight in this football stadium? Another thing as well, when you're using this, it doesn't let you use the stabilization on the camera. So, I don't think it does. It doesn't appear to. So I'm just going to sit mainly in these seats to test this out. It's not going off yet, but it did a few minutes ago. Oh, it's going. Well, it shut off again there, but I'm not going to keep mentioning that it shut off. I'll just talk while I can while it's recording. It only records for like a minute or so, and then it cuts.
Bloody.
What's bloody? It's just said bloody, as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner. There's nothing bloody here. What are you bloody talking about? It keeps doing that bleeping. I don't think there's any sudden high EMF spikes here, as far as I'm aware. Why would there be, unless there's something to do with spirits doing it? But there's no electrical stuff here. Nothing fluctuating to my knowledge anyway. You know what I'm saying? So what were you talking about when you said bloody? If you did say that, it could be the app just saying it. I don't know. Okay then. Well, that was the first tests over with the Ghost Tube app, and it wasn't too successful as far as I can tell, because it kept going off, stopped recording after a minute each time or so. It was about a minute or so. I wasn't expecting it to do that. Does anyone know if it's supposed to do that, if you're not paying monthly for it or whatever? Is that what the free version does? It keeps going off after a minute when you're recording? I'm not sure, because in the house it didn't seem to be doing that. So it's either that, or it's because I'm not connected to the internet. Because I don't have internet connection on this phone. Any phones, I only use Wi-Fi in the house for my phones, you see, to get internet. So that might be the reason, I don't know. So we're going to try the other app now, which I don't think needs any internet connection, and see if we'll have any better luck with that one. This one is a spirit box type app. So it's going to be scanning through all the radio stations, and I think it mainly does. I think it's either Italian or Spanish stations. So if any words come through it in English, then we know we're probably onto something. Because when I tested in the house, I did a short clip. I might put that on the video here. I held up one of my favourite films on Blu-ray in the house, and I says, "Does anyone know what film this is?" And I heard a voice on it come through saying, "Nope." What's this film called? Anyone know? Anyone know? Anyone know? Anyone know? Anyone know? Anyone know? Can you see the film here? I'm holding my right hand. 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 Well, I don't think Italians say that too often when they're speaking in their own language, but I'm no expert on that. It's possible, I suppose. So could it have been a coincidence? I don't know. Because all the other words that were coming through seem to be either Italian or Spanish or something like that. So anyway, let's test the Spirit Box app now. So let's get on with that then. Okay, you'll not believe this. I just had a disaster of epic proportions here. I just did a whole video doing the Spirit Box communication as I'm using here. And then the video didn't save. So I'm going to try it again here. So I'll start again now. I'm going to ask some questions. Okay, if there's anyone here, I must apologise, but my video didn't record before. It didn't save the video. So I'm going to ask them a few questions if that's okay. So, is there anybody here from Hebburn? Where are you from? Hello? Whereabouts are you from? I'm sorry to have to ask you the same questions here, but my video didn't record before it got an error. So where did you say you were from again? Whereabouts are you from? What was that? I heard something else outside the Spirit Box there. What the hell was that? Like there's somebody over. Normally when I'm here, I don't even hear anyone in the street apart from cars somebody's passing. Somebody's I'm talking quite loud here, I might be drawing attention. People around the area. 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 So, what's your favourite football team? What is your favourite football team? I mean, who's your favourite football team? Have you got one? Is it Sunderland? It's Sunderland, isn't it? You support Sunderland Football Club. Okay, so have you got anything planned for tomorrow or the rest of tonight? Anyone? Are you planning on having a rest for the rest of the night? Sleeping or something? Or something else? Can you see what's next to us over here? What is it? What's this over here that I'm touching? What's that? It's a what? Kind of go too far. Make sure there's nobody coming in first. So, is there anybody here with me right now? What's your name again? I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm looking. I'm looking for your name. Could you tell us your name, please? Could you please tell me your name? Macy. Hang on, I think somebody just said Macy, or was it Count Basie? Count Basie's not here, is he? Surely not. Why the hell would Count Basie be in Hebburn Football Club sports ground? Are you into jazz? No, not really. I prefer electronic trance and dance music and stuff like that. What sort of music? 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 What sort of music do you like? What sort of music? 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 What sort of music are you into? Anyone? What music do you like? I said, what music do you like? Music? What sort of music do you like? I thought I just heard somebody say pardon. 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 Remember, these are like Italian radio stations. I don't know. Did somebody just say pardon? 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 I beg your pardon, Arden. I never promised you a rose garden. Can't go too far away from your bike. I've left it back there. Like, I'm taking a risk. I'm risking it for a biscuit. Actually, I'm not. There's no biscuits here, but we are risking it. We are risking it. Who's here with me? Anyone from Wales? Is anyone here that knows Maureen Patterson? Does anyone know Maureen Patterson? She used to work at Rear Rolls. Anyone? What the hell was that? There's a noise over there. I know what that was. Somebody just make a noise over here. I'm not going up there. Take a walk. Anyone know what my name is? What's my name? What is my name? Does anyone know? Do you know what colour my coat is? What colour is this coat? Do you know what these are that I'm wearing here on my face? These black things. What are these called? What's that? Well, this might be enough of a test, possibly. Hang on, I can see where I'm going up the steps here. Let's see. Pardon? 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 What did you say there? Now, I'm having to sit down. Ah, it's bloody freezing tonight, isn't it? Is anyone freezing like me? Are you feeling the cold tonight, anyone? It's enough to freeze the, you-know-what's off an elephant tonight. If there was an elephant here, that is. His you-know-what's would be frozen off, for sure. Right then. Well, thanks very much for chatting and answering some questions if you did. Okay? Thanks very much. Oh, by the way, I'm feeling a bit off tonight because I had a glass of wine earlier. No, correction, it was a cup of wine. So I still feel a bit weird. I don't usually drink. I just started to hit the bottle. So I'll have some more tomorrow probably. And probably the day after that and the next day. Maybe, if I've got much left, that is. Yeah, I'm taking off blot outdoors. Well, not entirely, but just slightly. Yeah. He's influenced us to start drinking. That's what's happened there, like. Right then, thanks everyone. I'm going to turn off the spirit box now. So I wish you a very good night. And I hope you sleep well if you are resting up for the night, okay? Thanks very much. I'll switch this off now, okay? Right, turn off on it. Good night. Good night. Can I have a good night back, please? I'm starting to feel a bit left out here. What's that? Anyway, that's it. Ta-ra! I'm switching off now, okay? Just about to switch off. Me fingers heading towards the button here. I'm going to switch the spirit box off. It's going off now. Going. Last chance to say good night. Okay then, so that was some brief tests of these paranormal ghost apps. So what do you think? Did you hear anything worthwhile? Did you hear anything that sounded remotely like it could have been a reply to any of my questions? Yes, unfortunately I did cock some of it up because I've only tested these briefly in the house. So what happened was, when I started recording the video with the spirit box, I must have recorded for about 7-8 minutes or so, possibly a bit longer, and then I went to stop the video, and I went out of the app, and it says video didn't save, error something 10 something, a number. And what I realised was I briefly saw a tick pop up, a button with a tick on it. You must press the tick, and then it saves the video. I didn't realise that. I pressed it too quick. I just pressed stop and came out the app, you see. Oops! Major blunder there, alright. So anyway, if you could please let me know if you heard any responses to any of my questions or any other voices that came through the spirit box that made any sense. Okay? And I might do some more videos with these apps at some point in the future. if you think they're worthwhile, that is. If not, I'll just chuck them to one side and do it my usual way. And I might get a hold of that Spirit Talker app at some point as well when I've got some spare cash, if you know what I mean. Well, not that you buy it with cash, but you know, some spare money, shall we say. Because £5 for something that might not work, I don't know. I might rather spend it on something that's more worthwhile if I think it's not going to be legit, you know what I'm saying? If I was Richard Branson or someone similar, I might just get it, you know, because he's got plenty of money. I'm saying if I had tons of money, I'd just get it and try it out. So I have to think about it. I might try some more of the free ones first. But the Ghost Tube one was very disappointing to me. I know a lot of people like it, but I don't have any internet on my phone when I'm outside, so I don't think it's a whole lot of use to me. I can only record for 1 minute at a time on it, as I've just discovered. And I don't know if that's because I had no internet connection, or was it because I'm not paying the subscription cost. I'm just using the free version. Can anyone confirm that for us? Is it because I'm not paying for it, I'm using the free version, it only lets you record for 1 minute? Does anyone know? Is that right? Let us know. Otherwise I'm going to have to do some serious searching online to try and find out the answer to that question. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that. Let us know if you heard anything that made any sense, or anything that you saw that could have been a spirit with the SLS camera. And I got that bloody voice come out on the Ghost Tube. I probably could have got more stuff if it let us record longer than a bloody minute at a time, like. And I might have got another word, I can't remember now. It's that bloody cold here, me mind's frozen, I can't think properly, I can't remember anything. Not much anyway. So anyway, I'd just like to thank you for watching this little video here tonight at Hebburn Sports Ground, the place where Hebburn Football Club play lots of matches and all the matches and stuff like that. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed any of this little video, testing out these apps, doing this investigation tonight. And also, don't forget to subscribe. It's all free, you don't have to pay anything. I'd never charge anyone for anything. If anything gets charged for, it won't be me that's doing it, it'll be YouTube or something, not me. So thanks very much. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time for another video. So until then, it's tatty bye for now. See you later. Ta-ra now.